right, we have our steel wool. Sometimes if you use it at the beginning of your kitchen, it will start to rust. That can be used, but don't use it if you're using it on a white sink, okay? So if it's stainless steel, you can go ahead and use that. You're going to want to place it right underneath the rim of the sink and get as much of that as possible kind of brushed out, okay? And this is at the very end of your kitchen, okay? So don't be surprised if the kitchen sink has to be re-rinsed again later on when we're coming out. We've used it for, say, the mop bucket, stuff like that. Just re-rinse and finish up in the kitchen sink about the time that you're about ready to be using it for the mop water and whatnot. Some cleaners actually won't even do the kitchen sink until after the mop water has been poured down the sink. With us being out in the, you know, kind of, I've always just dumped my mop water outside, but if you do tend to do that in the sink, then you don't want to finish this until after you've dumped the mop water down the sink. Okay? We disinfected all of their different sponges and brushes by using that soft scrub on it earlier. So I'm literally just getting it so that it'll dry. Now I stuck my stainless steel wool down in all of the crevices, including way down deep in here. So that includes any places with the food disposal system. You're going to be getting in those crevices and down in that hole. You can even run the steel wool on the plastic portion of the food disposal unit. I love my brain sometimes. It sucks. Okay, and then I will finish up by rubbing one more time with this steel wool to make sure we don't have any food particles and to get off that soft scrub. And just break that up so that we can then rinse it and then polish it. Okay, rinse. Now the thing about the soft scrub with bleach is you do not want to combine that with DZ7, okay? So as you can see, I'm being very careful to not overspray on the countertops that we just cleaned up. You can even see that I missed a few spots on my stainless steel. You'll see that I missed some here. And so yeah, that's one more place that you're going to want to quickly rub off. And make sure that you get, but then you can go directly into using your rag. Now this can be a cleaner rag that you use somewhere else in the kitchen, or you can use the stainless steel cleaner because you've used that everywhere else already. You're finishing up completely. You've already polished the stove, the microwaves, the refrigerator with your stainless steel rag, so you can use that rag to polish this sink out as well. So that is what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to use the stainless steel rag, remember, middle of the rag, to polish up your work. Now, you don't always have to do this. You definitely have to do it on a black sink, okay, is using that stainless steel cleaner on the insides of the sink. But if you've polished it up really well with your DZ7, you can use Windex as well. If you've just gotten done, say, cleaning the kitchen sink window or whatnot. I also put stainless steel cleaner around the base of the faucet, especially on these stone countertops, to help keep the hard water from collecting. So then you polish that completely up. I probably should mention that if I was teaching you again, and I could do this again, I would start with the faucet, then the sinks with the stainless steel, because that way you don't have any wet on your rag to deal with. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, don't worry about it. Go ahead and go to the door. I don't want you to interrupt me.
Okay, so all of those details that we talked about on this faucet, a clean faucet, and around the back of the faucet. When I go into a new house and they want to know how much it's going to cost, I literally check behind this faucet, because this is the #1 place. You'll see how dirty this house will get based on this faucet and where it's going. So the faucet and the kitchen faucet is actually your calling card in this kitchen. So if it's not done well, the kitchen itself wasn't done well. Thanks for learning about cleaning, and hopefully you will have this massive skill for the rest of your life.